Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, has an alter ego, Farmer Bill, the guy who owns more farmland than anyone else in America. Why is he buying so much farmland? Is it because of his long-standing interest in climate change and sustainability?
Bill Gates is now the largest farmland owner in the United States. Why has Bill Gates become a kind of tech old MacDonald? Let's investigate it and work out, is he simply pursuing a plan to help people, or could there be another explanation?
The global lockdowns that Bill Gates helped orchestrate and cheerlead have bankrupted more than over 100,000 businesses in the United States and plunged 1 billion people into poverty with food shortages. And now he's found another opportunity to control the food supply. This psychopath is obsessed with monopoly control. The opportunity to also dominate food production must seem irresistible. It's definitely a satanic takeover, alright. Bill Gates has an agenda, and that is to reset the world of farming, his idea of building back better. It's a move away from sustainable and humane animal agriculture that celebrates our contact with soil, which God has blessed us with. Instead, Bill Gates wants us all to move towards artificial cows. Yes, artificial cows. God knows how you can turn artificial cows into halal, kosher, jadka meat, but that's the plan. His vision of farming is purely based on grim, chemical model farming where food is contaminated and is grown by separating man from nature.
Cows and other grass-eating species have a digestion system that emits methane. And methane is a very powerful greenhouse gas. And so cows alone account for about 6% of global emissions. And so we need to change cows, just cows alone.
How are we going to do that?
Well, actually, of all the categories, the one that has gone better than I would have expected 5 years ago is this work to make what's called artificial meat. And so you have people like Impossible or Beyond Meat, both of which I invested in.
You eat it as well, and you like it?
Absolutely.
You do. Okay.
You can go to Burger King and buy the Impossible Burger.
All right, is it healthier for you or just healthier for the atmosphere?
It's slightly healthier for you in terms of less cholesterol. It's, of course, dramatic reduction in methane emissions.
A few years ago, I set the goal for Israel of becoming one of the top 5 cybersecurity powers in the world.
An Israeli surveillance software tool capable of accessing microphones, cameras, and other data.
The NSO group, in today's world, based on the evidence we have, they are the worst of the worst.
You know, there's a feature with Google Maps that if you want to turn it off, the function that can allow all your prior directions and turns to just be memory, you can, or so we thought.
In this great satanic reset, everything you do and everywhere you go will be tracked by the government, and that's pretty much already happening through Google. Governments around the world are increasingly using social media to monitor their citizens. Everything you post and every form of communication, even if it's a private message, can be seen and tracked by the government. Your privacy is no longer a human rights concern because the state has the right to see exactly what you're getting up to in the name of cyber security, as Benjamin Netanyahu put it. But the Great Reset won't just stop there. Everyone will have a digital identity. All the data collected from every online interaction you make, whether it's private or public, goes into informing your digital identity. And this data could include what you're searching online, your social media interactions, online profiles, and device location.
If you turn off location history in your Google settings, a lot of users assume that that means Google isn't saving your location history, but they're wrong. A new report by the Associated Press reveals that Google is still tracking you and storing your movements. Privacy advocates say users are getting tricked into thinking the tech giant isn't recording where they go using some of their apps.
Benjamin Netanyahu was invited as a speaker at the Great Reset event. Netanyahu spoke about cybersecurity and big data, something which Israel is keen to contribute towards the Great Satanic Reset. Now there's a surprise. We can either submit to this Great Satanic Reset and become data to be mined, or say no. If you submit and then step out of line, then every social media interaction in which you partake, every penny you trade, and every move you make can be used against you.